I'm Camryn Laichtman, the Director of Multimedia, back with another week of the Weekly Nightly News. As we all know, quarter one just ended, so Ralph, Alex, and Justin went around asking students how they did.
Did you do first quarter, and what are your goals for second quarter?
I didn't do that great first quarter, but my goals for second quarter, probably just all A's and B's. I had a few C's, a few D's this quarter, so gotta straighten that out.
After the first quarter, how do you feel about your grades?
My grades straight, my grades sturdy.
My grades are all right.
How do you feel about the attendance policy after going through the first quarter?
Nah, I gotta go.
It's not necessary.
How do you feel about your grades after the first quarter?
They all right.
How do you feel about the new attendance policy?
I don't like it.
Did you do first quarter, and what are your goals for second quarter?
Right now I have like a 3.6, and next one I'm about to get a 4.0. Trust that.
Facts. How did you do first quarter, and what are your goals for second quarter?
First quarter was kind of questionable. Second quarter is going to be great. All A's.
All right, thank you.
After the first quarter, how do you feel about your grades?
Pretty disappointed.
How do you feel about the attendance policy?
I think it's very irritating.
Did it make it harder for you to go to class, easier to go to class?
Harder. It makes me not want to go to class.
Thank you.
This school year, about half of the second floor is closed due to asbestos, which is a chemical that can cause cancer. So Stacy and Jamila went around asking teachers who had to move out of their classrooms what they think about this.
How many times do you move throughout the school day?
I move from one room to another, so only once.
Okay, do you think you moving during the day has affected how well you teach your students?
I think not necessarily the moving part for me. I think it's more actually being out of my classroom and having to set up in a different space has had a great effect on me this year.
Has the moving had an impact on how personal you make your classrooms?
Yes, it has. I had been in my classroom for almost 15 years at the point of the move, and I really make my classroom a warm place for students with student work that's up, with promotional things that I want the kids to understand, and not having that space that is a part of my teaching culture has impacted my students.
How many times do you move per day?
On A days, I stay in the same room, but on B days, I'm in 3 different rooms.
Oh, and does that overwhelm you, or how do you feel?
It does not overwhelm me. It's just mostly an inconvenience.
Okay. Has it affected your teaching or how the students learn in class?
I don't think it has. No, not really a factor. It's just kind of different not having a home base to feel comfortable in all day long.
Okay,
Now for our sports segment and clips from our boys soccer game against Ridgefield. Sadly, they lost in the second round of states against Xavier, but our boys had a great season and brought us to FCAC finals for the second year in a row.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Brady.
And this is This Week in Black Knight Sports. Volleyball ended their season with a record of 10-11, with their loss to Simsbury in the first round of the state tournament.
Field hockey ended their season 8-10 after their loss to Staples on Wednesday in the first round of states. Field hockey ended their season 8-10 after their loss to Staples on Wednesday in the first round of the state tournament.
Boys soccer lost in the second round of states to Xavier High School, ending their season with a record of 11-3-6.
Congrats to all of our fall sport athletes on great seasons.
Football takes on Danbury on the road tonight at 7 p.m. Good luck to the boys in their matchup.
That's it for sports. See you next week.
Go Black Knights!
The score is now 2-2, and I'm here with
Braylon.
How do you feel about Ridgefield's comeback?
I think it's a little bit off, but I think we can make a comeback.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Say hi to the round table. What's up to the round table? Yo, we out here, yo. We representing. You see the FHA? Rat.
Yeah, JJ.
My name is Frank Russo Jr. I'm here with
Samantha.
Samantha, nice to meet you. What do you think about our soccer team going to the States?
I think it's good. I hope we win it all.
Good answer. Go Stanford High. Black Knights.
I'm here with
Fidelity.
What did it take from being down 3-2 in overtime to come back?
It was just a team effort. You know, the guys on the field, we were working hard. We were never giving up. We couldn't give up. Our season was on the line. And all the seniors knew that. All the guys fighting for the season, we all knew that.
Great answer.
I'm here with.
Mark Zampino.
Okay. How do you feel after winning today's game?
Pretty good. I saved the game-winning pen, so
And what kept you motivated throughout the game?
my beautiful players, my strikers who managed to get 3 in, one with only 9 minutes left, so they kept us in it.
Okay, good job. Thank you.
With the 2024 presidential election being only 3 days ago, Jay McNamara, Benny DiGertola, Ian Duggan, and Lorenzo Squirziello got students' opinions on it.
Hey Black Knight Nation. As all of you should know, Tuesday was Election Day. While we were taking the day off from school, millions of Americans were hitting the polls. I hope those of you who are eligible to vote registered and submitted your ballots as well. This year we had a very competitive presidential election. Current Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, was the Democratic Party nominee with Tim Walz as her vice president. Former President Donald Trump secured the Republican Party nomination with J.D. Vance as his vice president. Not that other elections have been necessarily calm, but this one was particularly heated. Some of the issues on the ballot included taxes, immigration, social welfare, abortion, education and student loans, environmental policy, and international relations. Both candidates presented convincing arguments in the debate in September, and America appeared to be split between the two. The results are in, and Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States, being inaugurated in January. It was a very close race, though. We asked SHS who they thought would win the election and what they expect to change moving forward.
I'm here with
Hector.
Hector. Who did you think would win the election?
I thought that Trump was going to win the election
Why?
because he appealed to a majority of straight white men.
And now that he won the election, what do you expect to change?
I think that there's going to be changes in the education system and also reproductive rights.
Thank you.
I'm here with.
Miss Yannette. It's also been a historic day. We've never elected someone with 34 felony counts and someone that's held liable for sexual abuse.
What would you say to young voters?
It's really important to vote. Your vote does matter. And in 2 years, the House of Representatives and about 1/3 of the Senate will be up for re-election. So you really need to go out and vote in 2 years. That will make a huge difference in what happens and what a president can and cannot pass.
I'm here with
Theodore.
Theodore. Who did you think would win the election?
I thought Kamala Harris was going to win.
And why?
Well, she was looking very strong at the beginning. A lot of her campaign has gone very well. And also I think that Trump's campaign was going pretty poorly in terms of demographics. He really lost a lot of the Hispanic, Latino, and Black vote in the key swing states. So I really thought Kamala was going to get it.
And now that Trump has been declared the future president, what do you think will change?
I think first off in the economy, things are going to change a lot with how it is. He's going directly against the status quo. Right now, he's planning on giving tax cuts to large corporations. That's going to trickle down to the consumers. That's going to hopefully lead to lower prices, but I don't think that's going to be the reality. The second thing is that his spike in tariffs up to 60% on imported goods, I think that's going to trickle down to the consumers a lot more, and that's going to cost consumers a lot more money when they're buying goods. And foreign countries aren't going to front that money. It's always going to be the corporations, and then that's going to lead to consumers paying more. And I think there are estimates that consumers are going to pay up to $600,000 more under Trump's presidency.
Thank you.
I'm here with Mr. Noya. Is there anything that you seek to improve or not improve for the next 4 years?
I guess my major concern is on the rhetoric that is being used by politicians and how people react to that rhetoric. A lot of the rhetoric that the politicians have used has been kind of violent, and a lot of the audience doesn't maybe understand how to receive that. So I think some people would take those things too literally. No, I think it was pretty expected that Trump was going to win. I think that was known since the summer. A lot of the news was kind of advocating for that.
Thank you.
For our next segment, Sadie and Mariah asked students how many hours of screen time they have. I don't even bother to check mine because I just know it's going to be bad.
I'm Mariah.
And today we're going to be interviewing Stanford High students what their screen time is. What's your guys' screen time?
8 hours and 9 minutes.
8 hours.
The last time I checked, it was 22 hours.
22 hours. And what's your screen time?
Like 12 hours. Mine's is 10.
And what's your screen time?
Like 11 hours, 12 hours.
12 hours.
What's your guys' screen time?
6 hours, 42 minutes.
6 hours and 25 minutes.
8 hours and 32 minutes.
And what's your screen time?
I'll say 5 hours and 30 minutes a day because of school, but a non-school day, I'll say 7 hours something.
Okay.
5 hours a school day. It doesn't matter. It might be 7, depends on the day.
And mine's 8.
What's your screen time?
10 hours.
9 hours.
What's your guys' screen time?
8 hours and 24 minutes. 9 hours and 53 minutes.
6 hours and 8 minutes.
9 hours, but it's just 9 hours.
My daily average is 12 hours. And what are the negative side effects of screen time?
So, your phones have something called blue light. So phones and TVs, okay? Any screen, right? It has something called a blue light. And it takes 3 hours for the blue light to get out of your brain, right? So what the blue light does is it turns on your brain. It makes sure your brain stays on. So let's say like you're scrolling through TikTok before you go to sleep. Even though you close your eyes and you go to sleep, you're actually not in deep sleep yet because it takes 3 hours for the blue light to get out of your head. And if you don't sleep and you're not getting good rest, then that's automatically going to affect how you're feeling the next day, right? So I think that using it before bed is probably the worst, but just in general, the blue light that the phone gives is not okay.
Lastly, Lauren Levinson went around asking students who their favorite artists are.
Hi, I'm Lauren Levinson. I'm here with
Kia Mora.
What's your favorite artist?
I have two, which is Janae Aiko and Kehlani.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Lauren Levinson. I'm here with
Alina. Molly.
Who's your favorite artist?
SZA. Billie Eilish.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Lauren Levinson, and I'm here with
Dante.
Who's your favorite artist?
Notorious Big.
Thank you.
I'm here with
Ashley.
Sadie.
Mariah.
Okay, who's your favorite artist?
Frank Ocean.
Party Next Door.
Janae Aiko.
Okay, thank you. I'm here with
Kim.
Okay, who's your favorite artist?
I love Chris Brown.
Okay, thank you.
That's it for this week, Black Knights. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye!
Volleyball season ended.